Daryl Ryder, 822 this morning. He had a spicy theory himself, which I caught a little hell in the opening segment about the Arch Manning stuff. If you guys don't want him, then you don't want him. We can have that conversation. I let you know what I think their plan may be. It's like, hey, let's try to win games. And if we win some games, but we still don't think we have a quarterback here, maybe Arch will try to game the system. It's up to you guys whether or not you think he sucks or not, or he's overrated, or you're tired of hearing about him, or anything like that. But I'm telling you, if you're like a 1-in-16 dumpster fire, he could I would say the chances are likely great that he'd go, no thanks. No. You use the pick on somebody else. Ain't going to happen. Or you can take me and trade me because I ain't playing for you. Like one of them deals. I looked at what Dante Moore did this last year, and I'm just reading tea leaves here. I think we're going to see more of this. Empowering themselves to pick where they want to go at that level. You have NIL money now. You can make a living now. I want to move on, but I'm telling you this. When I saw Dante Moore go back, I'm like, he don't want to be drafted by the Jets. He don't want to go to the Jets. He's going to make a hell of a lot of money to go back to Oregon, so that's nice. And do you want to play for the Jets? Who would you rather play for? Would you rather make $8 million playing for Oregon, just throwing that number out there willy-nilly? Or would you rather go to the Jets?
$8 million,
I'll play at Oregon.
$8 million is not even crazy.
I'll play at Oregon, and I'll take my chances. Because $8 million I can live off $8 million. I have an insurance policy if something terrible happens. I'm sorry, guys. It's not the mid-2000s anymore.
Boy,
they feel
so
differently about that. Who's the possible number one pick? They were saying the Kings better not get the number one pick in the NBA draft. He ain't going to go there. He is not going to play there. I'm trying to remember who the number one pick should possibly be, and I'm drawing a total brain fart here.
That's the thing. We've always talked about guys having agency because of the Manning situation. John Elway way back in the day. Mm-hmm. Bernie Kosar, used the supplemental draft to his advantage. Guys have done it here and there, but now you have a steady flow of future NFL quarterbacks that are all making more money than some of the players in the NFL today. Mm-hmm. We've just never had a situation where it was that out of sorts.
216-474-0092. So Daryl had a hell of a theory last night when the schedule got released. I love it. Because I can't help it. I know social media teams are social media teams, mm-hmm. and I shouldn't think that much into it, but you couldn't help it. And Daryl, you're either going to roll your eyes or you're going to say there's a possibility here. Here's Daryl Ryder last night about the significance of the schedule being released, the video, and a certain person who's in it.
The Browns are extremely thoughtful about what they put out there on their social channels, and they don't make mistakes with what they put out there. It's really hard for me not to read something into that they promoted or mentioned Shedeur Sanders in this video, but they didn't mention Deshaun Watson. I think we know what part of it is, right? One kid's marketable, the other one not so much. It's not lost on me. I don't think that really influences anything that Todd Monken is thinking or what he's going to do or anything, but it's really hard not to try and read something into that he is the quarterback that gets the feature in the team video. I don't think that was done by accident. Again, everything they do is thought out, and there's a purpose behind it. Maybe I am giving them too much credit, and if I am, I'll admit it. What was the first thing that I said to you when I watched the video?
You immediately pointed out the fact that Shedeur Sanders is in it. It was the first thing that caught your eye. Beyond it, you watched about the first 30 seconds of it, and you were like, oh, this is interesting. Then you got, and Shedeur's in it.
I always kind of laugh at the people who put on the social media stuff. It's like, well, they don't pick the starters, they don't pick the lineup, they don't. And this is any team in any city anywhere. It's like, well, they don't pick it. It is what it is. Maybe you're just frustrated and you're going to get the opinion off, which is fine. But when I see Shedeur in the video, clearly we know who they want to start. They don't want to start Deshaun Watson. Dylan Gabriel's not a conversation. Taylor Green's not a serious conversation. 53-man roster. Some people took it the wrong way earlier this week. And it's like, no, but you wouldn't be surprised if we got to that November 29th game and here comes Taylor Green, because that's the way Brown seasons have gone in the past. But you can't tell me that when he's featured prominently in the video, the schedule release video, when he is featured prominently on a lot of things that they have, we know who they want to start. They might not start him, but we know who they want to get the job, which might end up being a good thing for everybody involved. But I see the same thing Daryl sees, and it's it's not a guarantee that he's going to start, because I want Todd Monken to be empowered to make the decision and make the decision. And if he makes the decision to start somebody else, even Deshaun Watson, I'll deal with it. But it clearly shows who they want to win that job and to start for him this year. And I actually think, you look at where their schedule is, there's not great opponents here. There's not sexy opponents here. It's not a who's who. The Giants are a team that might be on the up, but a lot of these teams are kind of whatever. We'll see where they are. And you could look at it and go, hey, these are not terrible opponents. Maybe the schedule actually plays into Shedeur's hands a little bit here. Maybe you feel differently because the games do start off on the road.
Well, I'll just say I'd love it to have some big opinion on the schedule release video and what it means to the team. I just think it's pretty common sense that you're not going to promote Deshaun Watson anywhere, especially knowing that these videos are all going viral, some for good, some for bad, many for bad, but they're all going to go viral. And given the sensitive nature of everything surrounding Deshaun Watson, even after all these years, there's just no planet where they're going to have fun, make light, and throw Deshaun Watson in a feel-good video that could go viral. There's no social media team on the planet that would do that. They just wouldn't. So I didn't read anything into that.
But I can't accept, because Daryl says they're thoughtful with what they put out there. That's exactly why I say it's like they want Shedeur to start over Deshaun Watson. I think they want it.
Well, I think there's 100 reasons why you'd want Deshaun.
And that is another one. There's another one of those things. Like if they really I didn't see Dylan Gabriel in it. I didn't see Deshaun Watson in it.
Dylan Gabriel's getting traded.
There's a lot of but I'm using him as an example in the quarterback room. Okay, Taylor Green. There's obviously no conversation there yet. You don't see those guys featured.
So who was it? It was Judkins,
Quinshon Judkins, Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward was in it. Right off the top of my head. Shedeur was in it, obviously. A couple others were in it. I just got to try to remember who the hell it was. I only watched it twice to try to see because they kind of went through the schedule a little quickly there with some of the other ones. If I'm going to have a criticism, that was one of them. I kind of like to see who they're playing. How much money
do you think these teams are spending on these videos?
A lot of money. Well, the one guy had they had some. I'd never heard of Matt Pat. I have no idea who the hell he is.
Yeah, I had to look up. Very impressive background. I had no idea. It's valedictorian, Medina. He's
from here.
And Duke. He went to Duke.
And what's he do now?
Then he was studying theater.
Is he an actor?
I think he's just a social media influencer.
Okay. Oh, I looked. Somebody added him, and I saw he had 5 million followers.
And he owns his own media company.
He's clearly well known by fans. I've never heard of the guy. So they clearly had to spend some money to get him on it, right?
Yes.
So these teams spend a lot of money on these things.
Yes, they do.
And they want to get people excited. Nobody's going to get excited over Deshaun Watson. In fact, if they had Deshaun Watson featured prominently in it, what are we saying today? You have to think about the other side of it.
Right.
So I don't think that the schedule release or anything means anything to Todd Monken or his staff. I don't think it means anything to them. But I do think it means something with the ownership. I do think it means something with everything in marketing and business where it's like, hey, they really want Shedeur to take this job and win this job. Because if you got to play the other guy, then I got to get on the phone and I got to try to sell tickets to the other guy that Browns fans don't want to see. If you're a Browns fan, I do talk to some Browns fans. They're tired of the craziness. They're tired of all the losing. They just want to move forward with someone else or some way else, okay? But they're much more open to Shedeur because he seems like a nice guy. Certainly gets around in the community.
Marketable.
Very, very nicely. Exactly. And then the other one, it just reminds them of a terrible trade and a lost generation.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. We're still wondering what Joel Bitonio is going to do. It's like if nobody loses their minds and Baker gets settled down and the Browns get settled down, it might not be where we're all having diamonds, but it's also much better than what we're dealing with here over the last few years. Think about the fate. And you could say whatever you want to about all allegations and things like that. Yes, that's part of the story. But also the losing, the playing a one great half against Baltimore and then getting hurt and being out for the rest of the year and then being out most of the next year you weren't even playing well, that's a big part of the story as well. Reminding that it's bad football and you have this albatross contract, in the word of Troy Aikman, that's part of the reminder. So if he were featured in it, your reaction is going to be so much more negative. Some people have some criticism over the video itself. Some people have criticism over Street Fighter or whatever. There's no criticism really of this because it's like, hey, Shedeur's a likable guy. They want Shedeur to win the job. We just don't know if he will. And as a lot of things that are seen, maybe he won't. if we're reading all the different reports and all the other things, it would probably be Deshaun Watson, but they ain't going to feature him. No.